Prince from Christmas, right? Alrighty. The next tune that these guys are gonna play for you is a song called Dragon Slayer by Rob Grice. Thank you guys so much. I wanted to take a moment and just real quickly recognize the fact that this year we had a couple of sixth graders make the all-county band, which is a pretty big deal to even have sixth graders want to be able to try out and then be able to make the band. That's a huge deal. So to my sixth graders who made all-county band, can you stand up and be recognized? Percussionists, you'd all just wave for me. Lemar over here. Thank you guys. The next song that we are going to play for you is Ode to Joy. Give these sixth graders one more round of applause for working so hard this year. I mean, they've really made a tremendous amount of improvement in just 1 year from the beginning to now. It's pretty crazy. The last song that we are going to play for you is Old MacDonald Had a Band. This will feature each of our sections throughout the band, including Limar, who plays violin as well as percussion, so she's kind of a multi-instrumentalist for us. But again, we hope you enjoy our last tune with the 6th grade and hope you stay put for the 7th and 8th grade. Give us just 1 second to trade places. Okay, thank you for your patience. This is our 7th and 8th grade combined band. So we put these 2 grade levels together typically because they have a complete instrumentation. When we put them together, in some of the grades we might have tuba players and not in the other class, or whatever it might be. So we combine these guys to have a more complete sound, okay? So the first song that these 7th and 8th graders are gonna play for you is Wrath of the Mechanical Monsters. So this is kind of like a sequel to the tune that the 6th graders played for you guys. So you might hear some similar elements, but it's a little bit harder, okay, for these older guys. So we hope you enjoy. Thanks, Taya, for the vote of approval. All right. Okay, the next two tunes that we are going to play for you guys are the two pieces of music that we learned for the West Virginia Adjudication Band Festival. So these are, it's like state testing for band. Every band in the state of West Virginia has to go do this. We learn, like I said, two pieces of music. We play for judges. They give us a rating, okay? So this year, these guys received the best score you could get, straight superior rating. So please give them a round of applause, because that is not easy. This is the third straight year in a row that the Vinson Band has received straight superior ratings. So, as a testament to the kind of kids that we have, the kind of musicians we have, and their willingness to work hard for me. So I appreciate that. So the next two tunes, Majestica and As Spirits Soar. We hope you enjoy. So you can see why they got superior ratings. Yeah. Really quickly, before our next tune, I would like to take this time to recognize our students that participated in the many different extra kind of curricular band events that we had go on this year. We had several. We had Marshall Honor Band back in November, December. We had All County Band. We had All Area Band. And we also had All State Band. We had many students participate in all of these activities, some of these activities. So I'd like to have any students, 7th and 8th grade students that participated in any of the extra honor bands, all counties, please rise at this time to be recognized. Stand. All county, all area, any of that stuff. Good job. The next tune that we are going to play is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. This is a tune that we played in All County Band this year. The kids had a lot of fun putting it together, so we hope you enjoy. Thank you all again so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for supporting these young musicians. Encourage them to stick with band in high school for the next, couple of years of middle school. These guys are awesome. These guys are awesome. I want to keep them around. I want to keep them making music. Thank you guys. Hey, let's give a round of applause to your parents for being awesome. And would not be possible without you guys. So thank you again. We're having a good old time. All right, last song that we're going to play for you tonight is Union March. Again, we hope you enjoy and thank you so much. Wow, thanks, sixth graders. Okay, we are going to go put our instruments away, and then you guys are free to take your kids. Thank you guys again for coming out. We appreciate you.
Vinson parents, if you want to exit both doors, or if you want to go out the right, to your right, stage or the doors in the back. Yeah.
Please exit to the right, if possible. Please exit doors to the right,
So we can
doors to the right.
allow the Buffalo student or parents to come in.